Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play today's Puzzmo Crossword. It is January 22nd, 2025, Wednesday, and today's puzzle is called Pad Thai, but not Thai as in like Thai of Thailand, but Thai as in like the tie that you wear or like tying a knot. And there's a little house emoji, so I'm not sure what this could refer to. Pad Pad could mean like a bachelor pad, like a place you stay home or something like that. So that could be pad. That's why maybe there's the little house emoji. Could be. Today's puzzle constructor is Jodini and edited by Ori Bryan. And as usual with my videos on Puzzmo, I will usually solve the video first, and while I'm solving, there will be some music in the background for your enjoyment, or you can also play along with me, and then I will discuss the clues afterward. So, in case if you don't really get what certain clues are, you can just stick around for that after the quiet solve. Then I will try my best to explain or understand because I feel like it's good for me. So, all right, let's go. Okay, I solved that puzzle in 1 minute and 29 seconds, so pretty good score. One of my fastest yet, although I'm sure the better puzzle solvers can do it in like, I don't know, half my time, maybe like 30 seconds or something, because they're really good. But yeah, I really enjoyed today's puzzle. Let's first take a look at the constructor's note. So again, the puzzle today is called Pad Thai by Joe Dini, edited by Ori Bryan, and hinted by Matthew Stock. So a note from Joe. Hope you enjoyed the puzzle, smiley face. I've had house sit on my list for a themeless puzzle seed for a while, with a punning clue that didn't make the final puzzle here. I was looking at that list for entries that might have potential apt pair partners, and it seemed to have potential. It only took a couple of minutes to find home stand. Oh right, so 16 across is house sit and 13 across home stand. So they're pairs like home and house and stand and sit, although home and house are, say, synonyms, and then stand and sit are opposites, antonyms. That's really a cute pair. So that was Girodini's note. And from the Puzzmo editor, in my opinion, this is a fantastic apt pair with a perfect title. Well, that's why it's called Pad Thai, because they're a pair, so they're tie. I guess or they can be tied together. Maybe that's what they meant. And then pad because homes, as I said, indicated by the home emoji. It's about pads like houses. Okay, editor's note continued. The phenomenon of building a puzzle around a clue and then having the editor change that clue is real. When Joe sent me his notes, I checked in to see if he was terribly disappointed. He was cool about it and said his original clue for house sit is staying on his list for a future, harder puzzle. That was Brooke, the Puzzmo editor. All right, plonks 9, not too many plonks, but hey, I mean, I got a decent 1 minute and 29 seconds. For me, that's a really good score. I'm super pleased with that. I mean, I'm just comparing with my own performance, and this was a really good one for me, especially when I got a really slow 5 minutes and a half-ish yesterday. So today's 1 minute and 30 seconds felt like it just boosted my morale right up again. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these clues. One across, it blank the best of times, it blank the worst of times. So this word should be, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And I believe this is a quote from Charles Dickens' Tale of Two Cities. So they have a lot of this. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the something and the something. They were like opposites. So I like it because it kind of, I feel like, ties into 13 across and 16 across being related, but also not exactly. Like, as I said, a very apt pair. So I feel like the contrast of it was the best of times and the worst of times. I don't know if that was intentional, but I like that it reminded me of that. Okay, one down. A thin, mostly transparent layer of color would be a wash. I think this is also like used in paint, something they call it like a wash. Two down. Dog food brand Alpo. I don't know this brand. Is this popular in the US or what? Alpo dog food. Alpo dog food is an American dog brand. Oh, okay. I mean, I see. I think it's owned by Purina. So I've heard of Purina, but not Alpo. So this is new for me. But I guess for the American folks, you probably know this, so it's gonna be pretty straightforward. Plunk probably for you all. Three down. Short things. So slam dunks are another way of saying short things. Like it's a definite, it's gonna go in. It's definitely gonna happen. Okay, seven across. Bold poker bet. So bet that you place in poker that is really, like you're super confident. It means you're going all in. So you're gonna bet everything on it. I think so. I'm not a poker player, so do correct me if I'm wrong. 11 across. It's out of this world. So that's space. And I think we had a similar kind style of clue yesterday. What the constructor said the clue was something like uh it's not close at all or something, and then the answer was far because it's not close means it's far. And this one is it's out of this world means it's literally out of this world in space. 13 across, a series of baseball games played at a team's own stadium. So I know that these games are usually called like home games, so I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this series of games called homestand. So this is a new phrase for me. I've never heard of it. I've only known like you have like home games and away games, but other than that, I've never heard of homestand. This is new for me as a non-American. But yeah, glad to learn. And yep, 8 down. Frozen summer treats. Many people call these like what, ice pops, whatever. I mean, but I also heard here that in America you guys call it ices. I think we just call them what, popsicles. Yes, I think that's what. Or we call them ice pops. I think. Yeah. 9 down. Savings that are squirreled away for later, so that would be called a nest egg. 14 down. Scientist portrayed by Bowie in The Prestige. Oh, was Bowie in the movie The Prestige? Oh, I don't remember. This must be David Bowie right there saying. Okay, wait, let me just see. This movie, The Prestige. Bowie? Who's in this movie? Oh, I did not realize that at all. Who is this? 1 second here. I'll have to search for this. Oh, so he really was in this. Wow, it really was David Bowie. Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I've watched this movie a few times actually, and I don't even remember him being in it. I guess I didn't recognize that character Tesla as looking like David Bowie at all. Okay, but yeah, I figured because I remember in the movie there was a character named Tesla, so that's why I figured the 5 letters it had to be that, even though I didn't remember Bowie being in the movie, fortunately. 4 down, downright diabolical would be nefarious. 5 down, pizzeria, appliance would be an oven, the pizza's in. 6 down, pot, not pot as in like a kitchen appliance, but pot as in, well, weed. We smoke pot. 9 across as we speak, so that would be now, right now. 10 across, night that might kick off a holiday celebration, so that would be the night before, that is also known as the eve of a celebration or holiday. 12 across, phone bill item would be a fee, so all the line items are fees. 15 across, put off, to deter someone from doing something. 16 across, watch someone's place for a bit. It's called a house sit. So like you've got babysit where you watch someone's kids or babies, and you've also got a term for when you're not watching over someone's house for a bit. It's called house sitting. There's also like cat sitting, dog sitting. So if you're looking after for someone's pets or something, you can do that. 16 down, the eyeshadow palette choices are called hues, those little shades. 17 down, cookie brand whose website includes recipes for cheesecake, pizza, and empanadas. Is it empanadas? Empanadas, not empanadas, right? There's no, I don't know, you call that, is that the tilde? on top. I forgot. So you must just be empanadas, I think. I didn't know that their website included those recipes, but cookie brand, 4 letters. I figured most probably it's Oreo. Okay, what else do we have here? 19 across, Ode on a Grecian blank, Keats poem. So this is a very famous poem by Keats called Ode on a Grecian urn. Keats wrote many odes to something. There are lots of them. You can look at it. It's quite good. 22, what's that? So in quotation marks, so we want to have something else that you can say that is the equivalent of what's that. So it's like really gross, like, so you would say eek, like when you see a mouse and you're like, oh, what's that? You're like, ew. So they're eek in this sense to show your fear or disgust. 24, what dot 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 dash 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 and dot 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 signals in Morse code. So that will be SOS, the international sign for help. Dots and dashes and dots again. That's the sign in Morse code. Okay, what else do I have? 20 across, low spirited state, that would be gloom. So when you feel really sad, really down. 23 across, instrument that might measure pressure, that would be a gauge. It's kind of measurement instrument. All right, 25 across, blank, Francisco, California. So that's the place, San Francisco. 18 down, Gladiator 2 Garment. So Gladiator 2 was a movie where it's all about gladiators, as the name suggests, and what they wore a lot was togas. 21 down, and I'm sure I've seen much hotter blank, but I really can't remember when. Olivia Rodrigo lyrics. I know who Olivia Rodrigo is. I love her songs. I don't know these lyrics, but I figured it must be men because most probably it has to rhyme with when, right? So I'm sure I've seen much hotter. So hotter people, hotter men. So that's why I just guessed that and fit that in. But yeah, relatively not too big of a puzzle, very medium-sized one indeed, and but really fun clues. I don't know, I really like today's vibe. Something about it is really so fun. Sometimes I think it's the way that people write the clues, but I really enjoyed today's one. So great job, Joe. Thanks for sharing with us a really fun puzzle and giving me one of my best scores ever. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.